for my draft thoughts, Giannis got traded to the Heat and LaMelo to the Timberwolves. So for the Heat, I think this makes us contenders for sure. I don't think Miami's gonna win the championship in the first year, but they're gonna be a tough out, tough to tough to eliminate in the playoffs. Um, Miami did. I do feel like Miami did overpay, but I'm glad Pat finally overpaid for somebody, and we actually got somebody. It's like every year we in the running for everybody and don't get nobody. So I'm just happy we got somebody. I was hoping we could keep the 13. That's my only gripe with the trade, number 13th pick this year. But hey, man, we got a top five player. So I know Giannis happy, his family happy. So obviously the team is gonna need some work, but I'm not worried. Free agency hasn't officially started yet. There's moves to be made for the bench and the shooting and the space, and everybody's concerned about. Um, I mean, dream target. It's like Trey Murphy or Rui Hachimura, but I don't think we're gonna get them. Realistically, I think we probably could get Chris Middleton, Clay, and Anthony. Trade for Clay with Jovic's contract because that was reported that we're willing to trade Jovic. I think Chris Middleton should be like a minimum. Anthony, I don't think that should be that much, like 6 million, 8 million, whatever. So I think those three are realistic for the Heat to give us some veterans, some people with championship pedigree, know how to win, and some spacing that we need desperately for the Heat. Then for the Hornets, LaMelo got traded to the Timberwolves for Naz Reid, a 2033 first round pick, pick swaps at 28, 29, and 30 in 3 seconds. As a Hornets fan, I could not believe it. This trade is terrible. We traded the franchise guy, top three pick cornerstone for Naz Reid, a stretch five. And we just were a game away from the playoffs. Beat Miami in the play-in in that overtime game. One game away from the playoffs, got blitzed by Orlando, but still a game away. And you know what? Let's trade our franchise player in the offseason. What? Hornets we just never gonna be good. We just never gonna be good. Like we just don't want to win. We don't want to be a serious franchise at all. We're just finally actually getting some respect, getting some traction. And you know what? Let's trade our best player. Because this past season, Lamelo, when he was on the court, we were the best offense. We were blitzing teams offensively. We was rolling. Chemistry at all time high. Winning games finally consistently. I I just don't see the vision. I don't know what's the plan. Then we re-signed Kobe White on like 24 a year, 25 a year, whatever it was. I don't know. I don't think Kobe White can replicate Lamelo Ball's impact offensively, and he's not better than Lamelo defensively. So it's like and he doesn't rebound better. So I really don't understand. I it's just mind boggling. Like just this how franchises stay bad in my opinion. I definitely do think the Timberwolves won this trade easily. I don't know why online everybody think it's a bad trade for the Timberwolves. They don't like the trade. Obviously, losing Nas Reed is big because his stretchability at the five to space the floor uh, for Ant in the playoffs. But you're getting a LaMelo Ball, a elite playmaker, table setter. He's gonna get Rudy involved and actually make Rudy effective, so you can play him. You don't have to bench him as much. Ant's gonna get way easier look, probably the most easiest looks he's gotten his whole career, probably since Mike Conley. Like I don't know. I know Lamelo Ball happy he's gonna win more games and play more meaningful basketball. Obviously, he's gonna miss Charlotte, but and I also think Lamelo he's just gonna change that whole locker room. Like when you bring in Lamelo, he changes the whole locker room, the whole team's energy, and then you already got a loud personality and then you add that with Lamelo, their chemistry is gonna be elite next season. Same thing with the Heat. I don't think they're gonna I think they're contenders, but I don't think they're gonna win a championship in the first year. I think it's that second year when they retool on the edges, get the chemistry even better. I think that's when. But I think well, you got Ant, you competing every year. Like they did, you show it shows. They make it to the WCF deep playoff runs every year. It seems like so. They just beat Denver with half their team hurt. So I don't know. The Hornets they suck, man. And not only on the court, we're gonna miss his shooting, his spacing, like his playmaking, his table setting, his the way he pushes the pace. Like I said for Timberwolves, how he's gonna change the locker room. Our locker room is gonna be completely changed, and that's gonna be huge for the chemistry. So we might start off slow, or if we get in a rut, it's gonna be harder to get out that rut because you don't have somebody uplifting the whole roster, the whole team. Because Lamelo has that, that kid energy to keep everybody locked in his way. So I hope Lamelo win, man. I hope he wins a championship. So on to the draft, winners and losers. I'm gonna go team by team. Hawks. I love their draft. They got Kingston Flemings, Zuby, Ejiofor, and Visar. So Flemings, I think they really need him. I think it's a great pickup, another ball handler, another creator, another facilitator, set the team up. They desperately needed that half court creation. I give the Hawks like an A. I'm not gonna lie. You got Flemings at 8, and then Visar at like 52. So that's like super great value pick because he was supposed to be like he was projected a first round pick. You got him at 52 end of the draft. So I love how the Hawks retooled after the Trey Young era. Like they're doing an amazing job. Nikhil, Dyson, CJ. I was surprised he came back on a 1 year 20. So he might get flipped. Jalen Johnson, Onyeka, Rishi Say Still, Aaron Wiggins they just got for nothing. Mohamed Gay, Kispert, Jonathan Kuminga, Buddy Hield, Asa Newell. Now Zubac for Kingston, Henry Visar. Like they doing a great job. Great team. Brooklyn. I did not like they drafted off. Got Mikael Brown at 6. Joshua Jefferson in the first round. They basically traded Jefferson for Isaiah Evans. I just don't like it. I think Mikael gonna be good. It just doesn't make sense for the Brooklyn Nets because they just drafted 4 guards last draft with Yegor, Nolan Traore, Drake Powell, and Ben Saroff. It just doesn't make sense. But if you were gonna draft the guard, you'd even draft the best guard or one of the top 2 best guards, or in Kingston or Darius Aker. So I understand. I don't understand the direction of the Nets. They, yeah, I like Boston draft. Got 2 athletic, long forwards, center wings ish. Like bigs type, and Chris Sinak at 27 in the first round, and Dylan Mitchell in the second round. I like it. Like it for Boston. Charlotte A+ draft. Heinstein back at 14 in the first round. Christian Anderson Jr. at 18 in the first round. I love it. Love the draft. Heinstein back, offensive rebound machine that fits the identity. Big man's very skilled. Can have some passing upside, some shooting upside. Love the pick at 14 to end the lottery. And then Christian Anderson Jr. at 18. Another ball handler, which we need. Creator. Can shoot the lights out. Shoots a lot of threes as well at a high volume. That fits the culture as well and the identity. And he can pass the heck out the ball. So I love the draft. A+ for Charlotte. Bulls, A+ draft. You got Caleb Wilson at 4. Clearly the fourth best player in this draft. And Dalen Swain, which is one of my sleeper picks. I wanted Dalen Swain bad on the Charlotte Hornets, but they got him at 15. Great pick. Great draft. Cavs, terrible. You traded Hairband for Malik Thomas, basically. Caravan fits your team, which is you're trying to win now, way better than Malik Thomas. and you already have Tyrese Proctor, so you're bringing in another guard for no reason. I don't understand. So yeah, the Mavs. I like that draft. Got Morez Johnson Jr. at 9, and Toby Lawal later. Increases their athleticism crazy, and I think Morez got good shooting upside, NBA ready, and great athleticism next to Cooper Flag for the future. Denver, they actually drafted Taurus Reed at 26, but they traded him to the Spurs for 3 seconds, and one of the seconds was in this draft, and they drafted Trayvon Brazil, really like the pickup next to Jokic and Murray. He's gonna catch lives, run the floor, and then hopefully he could develop a jump shot, consistent jump shot in the NBA. Detroit Pistons, they got Ibuka Okori. I love the pickup. Um, Huge self creator, bucket, ball handler. That's what Pistons needed desperately in this playoffs. Secondary ball handler for Cade to release some pressure. I love it for the Pistons. Golden State got two win now players in Yexel Lendenborg at 11 and LeJay Jones in the second round shooter win now player as well. I like for Warriors. The Rockets got Bryce Thorin at 31, top of the second round. I love it. They desperately needed ball handling and somebody that can go get a bucket when they need it. The Indiana Pacers got Braden Smith. I love the pick, one of my favorite players in the draft. Can play now, immediately, veteran point guard, TJ McConnell replacement. Clippers got Keon Wagler at 5. He's going to start off playing the 2 early in his career. Then I know hopefully they think he can transition to the 1. I think it's a great pick. He's going to be a good pro for a long time. Lakers got Cam Carr at the back of the first round. Amazing pick. I'm shocked he fell and they got him that late in the first. Like he's going to go way higher. Um, Amazing pick. He's going to fit immediately. The Memphis Grizzlies got Cam Boozer, Richie Saunders, and Kareem Lopez. Boozer and Kareem in the first round, Richie in the second. I mean, come on, they got Boozer, A plus for the Grizzlies. Miami got Ryan Conwell, shooter, needed. Milwaukee drafted Braden Burries at 10. Think he's gonna be a very good player, good role player for a decade plus. And then from the Miami trade number 13, they drafted Nate Ament. Good draft by Milwaukee. Minnesota drafted Isaiah Evans, top of the second round. Love the pick. He's gonna fit that locker room really well. And Trey Kaufman ran Purdue legend. Great job. The Pelicans got Jaron Pierre Jr., 58th pick in the second round. Bucket. OKC, the rich get richer. They got Adamara at 12, Benesters at 16, and Otega Oweh at 41. So Adad, I think a good rim protector. He's 7'3", out of Michigan. Great rim protector. Helps with, along with Chet. Help with their back line. And then with Bennett Sturts, I love the pick. One of the best guards in the draft. Can play immediately. Gives them extra ball handling, which they need desperately, and shooting, which they need desperately. Can play on ball, off ball, with shade, without shade. I think it's a great pick. And Ortega, oh wait, just a great player in college, so I think he's gonna be good in the NBA. 76ers got LeBaron Philon Jr. at 22 in the first round. And Kaji averaged 22 and 5, 40% from three at Alabama. I think this is gonna be really good for the Sixers. Obviously, they had McCain. I personally think LeBaron is better than McCain, so hopefully they don't mess this up again. Got a second chance of keeping this guard trio with him, Maxi, and VJ. So just don't mess it up. I think it's a great pick. The Suns get Koa Pete, last pick of the first round. Great defender, versatile defender. Just needs to learn how to shoot. And I feel like the Suns are like not building around D Book for like a couple of years now. It's interesting to see. He might get traded soon. The Spurs drafted three centers and a guard. Jaden Quaintance at 20 in the first round. Tyrese Reed 26 via. from Denver in the trade. Uh, Malik Brown, second round, 14th pick, and Jacoby Gillespie guard, second round, 12th pick. So clearly they're trying to get Cornette out of there, and they're hoping one of these bigs hit. The Kings drafted Darius Acuff at 7, as Carabin traded from the Cavs at 29 to them, and Emmanuel Sharp. Same thing as I said with the Cavs. I don't understand what the Kings are doing because why would you trade for a ready now player when your team's not ready right now? Because you did the same thing last year with Neat Clifford, and Neat Clifford, he had some moments he looked good, but I feel like his skill set would be better on a contending team or a playoff team. So I don't get why you got Carabin. Well, I think he would be better on a playoff team, contending team. And then Acuff, of course, amazing pick. You got him at 7. He can be the best guard in the draft or second best guard after DP. But we already know how the story goes. He's gonna get traded 6 or 7 years like De'Aaron, or maybe a year or two like Tyrese Halliburton. The Toronto Raptors got Allen Graves and Jaden Bradley. Allen Graves at number 19 in the first round. One of my favorite players in the draft. Can do a little bit of everything, catch and shoot, 3 and D. He's just gonna fit perfectly in Toronto's team. And Jaden Bradley, that's like they type of point guard, gritty, veteran, savvy point guard that stayed in college and could play day one. The Jazz got Darren Peterson at 2. Um, I mean, it's not much to say. I think it's a good draft. He was my number one player in the draft, so great for Utah. And the number one pick in the draft, AJ DeBonsta, went to the Wizards. Like the player, I just don't like the fit on the team with Trey Young and Trey Johnson, and Keontae George and Kolabali. But he's the guy, so if they have to move some people, they're gonna move. So AJ's gonna be good.